The ads are flying fast and furious in the congressional race between Joe Wilson and Rob Miller, and so are the accusations. The latest round of Miller ads labels Wilson's overseas travels as vacations and questions Wilson's vote on congressional pay raises. News 10's Jody Barr puts him to a truth test.
My opponent and Nancy Pelosi are desperate. They've even attacked me for visiting our brave troops in Afghanistan and Iraq, calling those trips junkets.
Congressman Joe Wilson is on the defensive after his opponent, Democrat Rob Miller, criticized Wilson's record on overseas trips in this ad.
Had a vacation in 4 years.
Taxpayers have paid over $100,000 for Joe to travel to places like Hawaii and France.
According to congressional records, since taking office in 2001, Wilson's traveled more than 30 times, putting Wilson's travel spending at 30th out of 435 House members. Miller called Wilson's trips vacations and junkets.
When you need to wear body armor and you're directed to a bomb shelter, it's not a junket.
Wilson then launched a $100,000 ad campaign.
While members of Congress dedicated the summer campaigning, Joe Wilson found himself dodging mortar attacks.
The quote comes from an article in The Hill. Wilson's ad leads voters to believe he was in the middle of a firefight in Afghanistan. But The Hill article clears that up, saying Wilson was waiting to fly out of the Kandahar airport when one side of the airfield came under mortar and rocket fire. He got to safety and said he was never in any great danger. Wilson says his trips are part of his job on the House Armed Services Committee. Some of the trips were to visit troops overseas.
We've paid over $900 a month for his car, and Joe raised his own pay 5 times.
That's true, but Wilson says those pay raises were part of appropriations bills that went to pay for several different projects. According to Wilson's ad,
Joe Wilson sponsored legislation to stop congressional pay raises.
Wilson actually sponsored a bill that would make raises standalone votes so lawmakers could not hide raises inside of other bills.
That was Jody Barr reporting. Keep up to date all the way through Election Day with WIS and our